In the patch notes of 12.11, they said that the Kappa container was going to be harder to acquire, and they were not wrong. There were a few pictures put on Twitter from various people today on the actual task for getting Kappa from 12.11, and there are a few additions. So in this video I'm going to quickly cover how to get the Kappa container as of 12.11, and then we can form a discussion down below in the comments of whether you think the changes made for 12.11 are good or bad. Briefly, let's cover what the Kappa container is for those newer players out there. And it's actually pretty simple. It's another secure container that can go in your secure container slot on your PMC in replace of your alpha, beta, gamma or epsilon container, which allows you to put a large amount of items within it, which stays consistent in your character even if you die, albeit all the items that you do put in there from inside a raid will lose their find in raid tag on them. The Kappa container is the biggest container within EFT, with a whole 3x4 cell space, which is a whole 3 cells bigger than the Gamma container, which is a EOD exclusive when you pre-order the game. So it's quite clear that we all want this container, and it is considered the end game for most veteran Tarkov players. So how do you get it? Well, first you need to complete every single quest within Escape from Tarkov. Well, almost every single quest bar a select few. And these quests are as follows: An apple a day keeps the doctor away, Anesthesia, Charisma brings success, Colleagues Part 1, Colleagues Part 2 and Colleagues Part 3, Hippocratic Vow, Hunter, Hunting Trip, Huntsman Path Controller, Huntsman's Path Evil Watchman, Huntsman's Path Justice, Huntsman's Path Sadist, Import, Living High is Not a Crime Part 1, Mentor, Peacekeeping Mission, Regulated Materials, Rigged Game, Samples, Search Mission, Terror Group Employee, Textiles 1 and Textiles Part 2, the Bunker Part 1 and Bunker Part 2, the Chemistry Closet, and finally the stylish one where you have to kill Killer 100 times. And if you get to complete all of those quests, you'll be in at least your mid-40s anyway, and then you think the game is over, but then you click on Fence and you go to Tasks, and Fence gives you a specific quest. This quest is called the Collector, and this requires you to collect a bunch of items found in Raid, so they must have that little tick next to them when you bring them out of Raid. And these items are all specific streamer items within the game. Now, as they continue adding these streamer items to the game, the list will continue to get longer and longer, but as of 12.11, the full list of everything that you need to find in Raid for the Collector quest is on screen now. This ranges from the very first streamer items that were added, like the Battered Antique Book, the Fire Clean Gun Lube, and the Old Fire Steel, all the way to the new ones added with 12.11, like Willazid's Wallet, Landmark's Rat Poison, the Loot Lord Plushie, the Evasion Armband, and the can of Rat Cola. All of these need to be acquired in Raid. How do you find them? Well, at various different ways. The best way that I have found them in the past is by searching stashes and finding them as you go along and progress through the game. Keep them in your stash if you are definitely going for the Kappa, because finding them all right at the end will just take far too long. And hidden stashes, as I just mentioned, are a great way to find every single one of these. You could do these on your Scavron, you could do these on your PMC, it doesn't matter, you can find a bunch of them in every single map. I've got a few stash guides on the channel if you do want to check them out. You can just run the stashes and hopefully you'll be able to find some good stuff. But there are a few specific locations that you can find certain things. The golden 1G phone, for example, can be found in all of the tech stores on Interchange pretty frequently. The jar of Devil Dog Mayo can be found in duffel bags and food locations. The Antique Axe, the Fake Mustache, Cotton's B&E, Pestilly's Plague Mask, and Shroud's Half Mask can all be found on Scav's Dead Bodies. The Antique Axe will obviously be in the melee slot, and then the other items like the Cotton Beanie will be on their head where the hats would go, and the rest of them will be on their face covering slot, so make sure you're keeping an eye out there for all of those items. Cultists, Scav Raiders and Scav Boss Bodyguards all have an increased chance of finding these items that they can wear, so make sure you're checking them as well more thoroughly. Valuable items like the Golden Rooster, the Silver Badge, the 1G phone, the Raven figurine, and the Veritas guitar pick can most commonly be found inside a shoreline within the locked rooms like 310. You can find them in place of the Bitcoin, the cat statues, the horses, and all of those locations. So if you can go to a valuable loot room, you're most commonly going to find these items there. So it's definitely best to save up as many shoreline keys as possible to get here quicker, and if not, bring a few friends and share the keys between you to not only speed up the looting process, but to also improve the chances of the amount of keys you will be going into raid with. The battered antique book, as well as all of the valuable items that I previously mentioned, can also be found in safes, so make sure you're looting safes as and when you come across them. You'll have a great chance of finding them, especially the antique book. The food items like the Devil Dog Mayo, as I mentioned earlier, the Dr. Lupo coffee beans, the Signature Blend English tea, the Rat Cola, all of these items are food items and therefore can be found in food locations like duffel bags and food spawns. You can find these here quite frequently. Willazie's wallet can be found in marked rooms. I found mine in the customs office, and the Landmarks rat poison can also be found in duffel bags as well. The evasion armband I haven't seen yet, but I've heard it can spawn in weapon containers, so make sure you're keeping an eye out there. So you've got all your items over the time of playing now, even the new ones, and you're tired, you just want the Kappa container, you're level 46, and you go to the collector, it says all of the items have been found and you've handed them all in, you're ready to click that complete button, and before, you used to be able to, and you used to get that Kappa container, but no, not with 12.11. You actually need to be level 71 now in order to complete this quest. And that's where everyone's losing their shit. Personally for me, I've had the Kappa container once in the past and I don't plan on doing it again. I don't think the reward is worth the effort. Once I get to level 40 now, I just fuck around and enjoy myself. But now you need to be level 71. And I don't know whether it's going to stay the same forever, but as of right now, as of 12.11, as of making this video, 71. Now, to put this into perspective, to get to level 40, you need 1.8 million XP. To get to level 40, 1.8 million. That's quite a large amount of XP. If you go onto your character now and go to your skills section, you'll see your level bar at the top, and it'll tell you how much XP you've total earned as of right now, as of your current level. So to get to level 40, you need 1.8 million. To get to level 70, you need 23.1 million XP. And this is where people are losing their mind, because only 1% of players in total got the Kappa container the last wipe, and only a handful of those got to level 70. So getting to level 71 with an extra 100,000 or 200,000 XP for that additional level from 70 to 71 is going to be minute. Maybe this is a way of saying that wipes are going to be much longer in future, and this gives you something to strive for. Who knows? But as of right now, this is a crazy amount of XP. It's a crazy endgame quest. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Do you think it's worth it? Personally, I don't, but then again, I didn't before. And will you be going for the Kappa in 12.11? Let me know, but thank you so much for hearing me ramble on about how you get this Kappa and listing all of the different items and where you find them best. Personally, like I said, just go do stash runs, you'll find them over time. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.